be honest, I think I'm a little bit skeptical. To be honest, I think I'm a little bit skeptical. I can't say that word. Skeptical. To be honest, I think I'm a little bit skeptical. Fuck. Where's my phone? Skeptical. Hello everybody and welcome back to this week's YouTube video. As you can tell by the title, this week I'm doing a motivational book haul. So before we get started, the usual formalities. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate it if you could. And if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, so this week I went for a motivational book haul because I've actually kind of fallen out of reading for the last month. I'm still reading my Richard Branson book that I talked about in my book review that I did. I will link that below. Just with life got busy and so many late nights and stuff, I just haven't got back into the reading. So I thought this week I'll definitely do a motivational book haul and try and get myself back into it. First on the list is a book that I've actually had my eye on for a little while. It's a book called Eat, Pray, Love, which I'm sure a lot of people have already read or seen the film. Actually, I've never even seen the film. I believe Julia Roberts is in it. It is by Elizabeth Gilbert. I already read a book of hers called Big Magic. I did a book review on it. I will link that below. After I read that book, I looked into this, Eat, Pray, Love, and it has a lot of mixed reviews. It's got a lot of hate and a lot of love. So I wanted to see what all the hype was about, basically. It is mostly about a time in her life that was quite difficult, I guess, and it's her memoir about basically packing everything up and taking a year to just travel the world and, I don't know, find herself. I'm not sure how to put it. I haven't read it yet, so this is the general gist I'm getting from it. I was kind of looking for a bit of an inspirational book, and this is the one I picked up, so hopefully it's a good read. So second on the list is by an author I have never read before, and his name is Malcolm Gladwell. I'd never even actually heard of him before. It was my brother that put me onto him and recommended his books. So this one was published back in 2008, so again, it's not a new release or anything. He does have, I think maybe his latest one might be David and Goliath, but this one's back in 2008, and it actually seems to be really interesting. It's his take on successful people. So normally when we think about successful people or want to know about successful people, we want to know what they did to get there and what they're doing right now. So this book, he seems to focus on more that person's upbringing, their culture, and kind of their life before all of that stuff started and what contributes to people actually becoming successful. There's like, I just reading at the back of it, one of the things is why almost no star hockey players are born in the fall. These are the kind of things he seems to be focusing on, so I'm really interested in reading this book, and he is supposed to be a good author. All I know about Malcolm Gladwell, he was born in England, raised in Canada, and I think he's living in New York at the minute. And next on the list is Gary Vaynerchuk, Crushing It. So I did talk very, very briefly, I just mentioned this book in my motivational book review that I did, and this is a follow-up to his book Crush It, and this one is obviously called Crushing It. Very much his focus tends to be on kind of building your personal brand and social media and how to be successful. That's his kind of main focus, so I'm interested in reading this book. I do like his concept, and I think that's why I like his books so much. His main focus seems to be work your ass off, work hard, very hard, but be kind. It's kind of just a very simple philosophy, obviously. And everything is social media related now. Everything. So it is kind of a good thing to get in on and see if you want to be successful. He's got some tips on how to do it. I definitely want to see what he has to say in this book. And next on the list is an old one from 1936. It was first published, How to Influence and Influence People. This book, I'm not sure what I'm going to make of it, to be honest. It always seems to come recommended. I did look at the reviews, a lot of hate, a lot of love, but just the same with every book there is. Everybody has a different view on it, and everybody has their own opinion. Yes, I'm a little bit skeptical of this book. I'm just not too sure what to expect from it. The main gist I get from it is it kind of teaches you how to get along with people, how to approach people, kind of how to get them around to your way of thinking, but doing it in a nice way. So I'm not really sure how it's going to influence me or what it's going to do, but because it's such a popular book and it's been around for so long, I thought it was definitely worth a read, and I could love it. I could absolutely love it, but I'll let you know either way. Okay, so next on the list is a book I've actually had for ages and still haven't read it. It's called The 4-Hour Workweek, and of course I picked it up because basically it says, escape 9 to 5, live anywhere, and join the new rich. Like, hello, who doesn't want to do that, really? but I am also very skeptical. But I'm also very skeptical of this book. I am unsure what it's going to do. I'm under no illusions that this book isn't just going to make me instantly rich and I only have to work 4 hours a week. I just want to see what his concept is and where he's going with this. Again, it is a very popular read. No doubt it's got a lot of bad reviews, but I'm sure it's got a heap of good reviews as well. I think this might be full of some kind of interesting tips. We'll see. Either way, again, I will let you know what I've made of this book. And last but not least is the book I'm actually going to read next. It's definitely on my to-read list. I've had it for a wee while, but just as I said, I kind of fell out of reading and I really want to get back into it. So this is next on my to-read list after I finish my Richard Branson autobiography. So this is Girlboss by Sophia Amoruso. She is the founder of Nasty Gal, which is a huge online clothing brand. And this is definitely my favorite type of book. So it's basically her story again of how she just built the business, her life when she was younger, and from what I grasped of this, she most certainly was not born with a silver spoon up her arse. She, I think, had a bit of a, I don't want to say a tough upbringing, I'm not too sure of all the details on it, but she didn't have an easy teenage life, and I guess this is just her story and how she managed to become a CEO and an extremely successful person. I know this is also on Netflix. I know the big sticker is there on it. I don't know if I'm really interested in watching the Netflix series, to be honest, but definitely the book is something I really want to hear her story and how she became so successful, and this is definitely my favourite type of read. Definitely a good inspirational book to end this video on. And that is it for a very short video this week. I'm actually melting here in the room. It's like 32 degrees at the minute and I'm like dying. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do appreciate it. If you do have any recommendations, please do leave them below. I would love to hear any good motivational or self-help or memoirs that you've read. Please leave them below. Or if you have read any of these, I would love to hear what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for weekly videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.